Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and we're going to be looking at a new lamp that I received for review purposes from a company called NOEVSBIG. Now, this is a pretty interesting lamp because it gives you two different options as far as how to mount it. It actually comes with a base, but also a clamp. So if you wanted to clamp it on the side of a desk, you can go ahead and do that. Now, again, this was sent to me for review purposes, so I'm not sure if this is going to be the actual retail packaging or the packaging that you would get it in. I think it's more because it's a review unit, it just kind of came in this particular box. Just keep that in mind. So let's go ahead and open it up and see what all is inside. So again, as I mentioned, this is an LED lamp. So right at the top right here, you do have an instruction manual. It kind of gives you a representation of the lamp itself. So you can see that it has a lot of different articulation points, which is really cool. Right here in the center, it's showing you that it's actually attached onto the base itself. And then you do have the clamp right there, and then the power source there, which all you have to do is plug it into the wall, and then it has a little remote on the side right there that you can go ahead and use. Now in the back right there, it gives you a little bit of instructions on how to use the remote switch or the button switch, and then how to install the lamp itself, and then if you wanted to put it onto the base. So I set this off to the side. We'll take a look at what else is inside here. So the actual lamp portion is, let's see if I can push this back. There we go. The actual lamp portion is inside of this kind of plastic tubing here, which protects it. That is really nice. And then the rest of the body of the lamp is right here, and then you do have the small little section right here with your switch. So again, pretty self-explanatory there. So we'll set this off to the side, and then we'll take a look at what else is in there. Again, nice and padded. So as I mentioned, not sure if this is going to be the exact packaging that you would get it in, but I'm pretty sure that for the most part it's going to be pretty nice and secure. So as you lift this up, underneath here you'll have a couple things. So first thing is going to be your clamping option here. So again, this is really nice because if you don't have room, like maybe on top of your desk, to set the lamp on using the actual base, and you wanted to clamp it onto the side, you can do that. And as you can see, it gives you a wide area to be able to do that. So it will accommodate, from thinner desks to thicker desks right here. It's almost, let me use the measuring thing right here on my there's 1, 2, almost 3 inches of opening up right here, which is really nice. And then this is the portion where the body will go into, and then you just kind of use this little thumb screw here to kind of secure it in there. So that's nice that it did include that option. Over here, you're going to have your power brick. So here is your power brick. Nice and plain, nice and simple. You do get a good length of cord, or length of the cordage right here to be able to run it over. So if your outlet is a little bit further away from your desk, you can go ahead and run it there. And this is the portion that will connect onto the remote on the actual lamp itself. We'll set that there, and then on this side should be the base, because I see it kind of sticking up from right here. And yep, here is the base. Nice and heavy, which is really nice. Again, that's not going to move around anywhere. So you do have your portion right here that the body of the lamp will go into, and then you have your thumb screw right there to actually screw it in and hold it in place. And then you have this section right there. It almost looks like you can put a cup or something there, so that's interesting. Maybe put some smaller items that you don't want to move around or something like that. So that's really cool. As opposed to it being just a flat base, you do have that portion right there. The bottom here is I'm not going to say it's rubberized, but it is designed so that it doesn't slide around. So it's not sleek. It's not slick, I should say. I'm sorry, but it's not rubber per se, but it's a material that it's going to allow it from not sliding around. Let me see if I can demonstrate that here. So again, I'm kind of pushing around. Here it is. It does take so it's a little bit of effort to push it around, primarily because of that coating on the bottom, but also because of the weight of the base itself. So let's go ahead and put the lamp, let's put it together, and then let's see what it looks like when it's all put together. Alright, so here is the lamp all put together. I opted to go with the base. So obviously this is going to be the base that sits on top of your desk. I really like that form factor. I like the idea of having this little divot right here where I can put a cup, or I can put smaller items and things like that. But this is, I know it looks kind of like a weird angle, but I did want to show you guys, a comparison to the lamp that I am currently using, as you can see in the background there, that silver lamp. So the reason that I wanted to do that is because this is kind of like a very typical lamp that you see. It just takes a regular bulb in there, and then it just have two sections on there. So there is a little bit of articulation, but not too much. Like if I really wanted to go high with that lamp, I wouldn't be able to do that. As opposed to the NOEVSBIG lamp here, as you guys can see, you get quite a few points of articulation. So you have the one down here, the one here, here, and then even here. So what that does is it allows me to actually set this lamp up real high. So you guys can see right there, it went up high, and then I'm almost going off frame, but I can actually loosen this this joint right there. There we go, down right there, and have this section of the lamp actually go even higher. And then on top of that, what I can do is it has this long bar here where all the LEDs are, and this actually rotates as well. So it gives me the ability to put the light either further back or or closer to me, especially if I have the lamp itself with the base sitting way out of the way. So that's the other thing, is that even if I use the base and it's going to occupy some space, I can actually put the base further away and bring that light over to me in the center of the table if I wanted to do that. So as I mentioned, this section right here that has the LEDs, it actually rotates. So you can rotate all the way up, all the way around. So it's 360-degree rotation, and that is really cool. So right at the base right here, you do have that little remote switch. I have already attached that right there. So you do get a couple of buttons. The first one is going to be the one at the bottom there to turn it on. So I'll go ahead and turn that on. As you guys can see right there, the LEDs did turn on. You have the ability to lower the intensity of the LEDs. So right now it's at the highest. So if I press down, you'll see that those start kind of ramping down. And it goes pretty low, which is nice. So if it's a darker, if you're in the room in the dark and you just want a little bit of light, you can go ahead and do that. Or if you wanted to go ahead and ramp it up, you can do that as well. And then you also have the ability to change what's called the color or the temperature of the light. So right now you have this kind of really white light. But if you press the button in the middle, it'll actually change the temperature. So if you do that, it changes it to, oh, actually didn't press the right button. If you do that, it changes it to a more warm or yellow light. And then you actually have one more option, which is where you can have a mixture of the two. So if you press it again, now you have both yellow and white LEDs. So obviously this is really good, especially if you're going to be taking pictures or recording videos and things like that, because you have the ability to kind of set that temperature for the LEDs and give you a better look to your videos. Or if you're taking pictures or things like that, or if you just want to light up your area, maybe you're working, and you just want a cooler or warmer light depending on your mood. Again, you can go ahead and turn that on. I will change it to that kind of warmer color right there, and then if I wanted to dial down the intensity of the light, I can do that. So if I want a warm light but I don't want to be so bright, I can go ahead and do that. And now I can rotate this section of the LED panel right there away towards something in front of me or more towards me. And then that way, if let's say I'm in front of the camera and I want a little bit more brighter light, I can go ahead and change that back to the white light and ramp up the intensity, and that'll light up a lot more towards me if I wanted to go ahead and do that. So this light does give you a lot of really awesome options. I love the ability to be able to articulate that arm. It's so long that it lets you reach way out there. If you have to bring it up real high because you're filming maybe from above and you want to be behind your camera when you do that, you can go ahead and do that. Or if you want to bring it way low, as you guys can see right here, I can actually articulate it way down low. If I wanted to kind of zoom in on something way down on the desk and use the lamp to give me the light right on top of my subject, I can go ahead and do that as well. So really awesome options from the this lamp here by NOEVSBIG. I think it's a really cool lamp, especially if you're looking to up your game. If you need a little bit more lighting in your setup or something like that, this is definitely a good option to pick up. As you guys can see, in comparison to the standard one in the back there that I'm already using, this is going to give me a lot better options to be able to maneuver the light all the way around. If you guys are interested, I'll leave a link to their Amazon site where they're selling this lamp. They got a couple of coupons that you can use if you wanted to take care of that. You can go ahead and do that also. I would recommend that you check it out because I think it's a really awesome option, especially if you're looking to step up your lighting game, which is very, very important, especially if you're doing videos and photos and things like that. Or even if you just want to, create an ambiance in your office, in your setup, you can go ahead and use that for that purpose as well. So there it is. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks.